Wisdom Wealth International School திருச்சி உலகின் தலைசிறந்த கல்லூரிகளில் பயில்வதற்கான பிரத்யேக பயிற்சி முறை மற்றும் பாடத்திட்டங்கள்.
ஹாய் பிக் ஹாய், திஸ் மணிமேகலை அண்ட் ஆங்கர் பாலா. ஸோ உங்க எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய சர்ப்ரைஸ் வச்சிருக்கோம். அதுவும் மெயினா LCU ஃபேன்ஸ்க்கு, அதாவது April 1st அன்னைக்கு Behindwoods Gold Icons 2.0 அப்படின்ற ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு மார்வலஸான ஃபென்டாஸ்டிக்கான ஒரு ஈவென்ட் நடக்க போகுது. அதுவும் EVPல நடக்க போகுது. அதுல LCU ஃபேன்ஸ்க்கு என்ன சர்ப்ரைஸ்?
சிறப்பான சர்ப்ரைஸ் இருக்கு. அதாவது ரூபியில வந்து டிக்கெட் புக் பண்ற எல்லாருக்குமே நம்ம லோகேஷ் சினிமாட்டிக் யூனிவர்ஸ் ஷார்ட்டா வந்து LCU அப்படின்னு நீங்க சொல்லலாம். அதோட கூப்பன் கோட் LCU 33 அப்படின்னு நீங்க போட்டு டிக்கெட் புக் பண்ணிடுவீங்களா, உங்களுக்கு 33% டிஸ்கவுண்ட் தராங்க. அது மட்டும் இல்லாம இயக்குனர் லோகேஷ் கனராஜ் அவருடைய கையொப்பம் விட்ட ஒரு சூப்பரான டி-ஷர்ட்டும் கூடவே தராங்க. கோல்ட், டைமண்ட், பிளாட்டினம், சில்வர் இது எல்லாத்துக்குமே LCU 33 அப்படிங்கிற கூப்பன் கோட் யூஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா 33% ஆஃபர் இருக்கு. ஸோ உடனே இமீடியட்டா கீழே டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன்ல கொடுத்துருக்க லிங்க்ல போங்க, LCU 33 கூப்பன் கோட யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க, சூப்பரா என்ஜாய் பண்ணுங்க.
Like just now I saw your Gulmohar and all those things. So how did you get into this project?
So Dilip Shankar did the casting for the film. They had contacted me back in 2021 and sent me the scenes to audition, and I auditioned at home and I sent the self-taped videos back, and then that's how the process began.
Can I know which scene you enacted during that time?
I did the scene where Irfan comes for the first time, where right after we've carried the suit, the trunk into the room, and then I did the one where I get angry with Jeetu for blaming the mirror, the whole accident on Irfan. Yeah.
So what's so special about Gulmohar?
Gulmohar is a true ensemble film. It's a film that's made with a lot of heart. There are some extraordinary actors and some extremely talented crew members working together to bring this film on screen. So I think it was a team effort, and the heart with which the film was made, I think that sort of comes through on screen as well. The warmth is there.
Actually, you know what? When I saw Jallikattu, I was like, I was floored by the performance. It was very neat, and the performance was very good. And of course, it was an official entry. It was trying for Oscars and all those things. What I thought was like, next you'll be doing a Tamil film or something like that. But you directly went to Gulmohar. So when are you going to do a Tamil film here?
I haven't done a Tamil film. I would love to do it, but I have done a Tamil web series. Okay. It's called Sweet Karam Coffee, and it should be out on Amazon Prime sometime this summer.
But being in a film called Jallikattu, how was it? Like, how Jallikattu changed your life?
I think Jallikattu is probably the movie that most people know me by. It is the movie that most people outside Kerala have watched of my performances. So I think it becomes something of a calling card, right? People know the film, so then it becomes something that it's easy to access.
So how people started recognizing you after Jallikattu? Because see, whatever it is, a movie which has an international standard always has a value, right? So like people would have started noticing your work, and they would have told you these things and all those things. How did you take all those things after that Jallikattu?
It was definitely a positive experience to be associated with a film and a filmmaker like Lijojo Pellicheri. I mean, all his films, they are works that people wait to watch. So there was that buzz around Jallikattu even before we actually had our first screening, and it of course premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival, so that was a really great experience. People are generally interested in his work, so there's that curiosity regarding what he's going to present, because each of his films are so unique and different from each other. So I think and I had the opportunity to work with some amazing people on that film, so okay. All good things.
So generally, how do you choose your characters? Like, it should be funny, or it should be serious, or like each one, everyone will have few preferences, right? So what's your preference as far as choosing roles?
No, I mean, it's not like a preference based on the character, really. I mean, obviously, I'd like to do something I haven't done before. You as an actor, you're always trying to push yourself to explore a character you haven't tried before, or present yourself in a way that you normally do not in your real life. So I think that's always something that actors try to do. Apart from that, I think the main thing for me always is, do I want to be part of telling the story? I think that's something that I think of often. If it as a story, it appeals to me, then what part can I play in presenting that on screen that excites me?
Lately, I saw a few posts that you people were celebrating Holi together, right? By any chance, yeah? You people are celebrating.
Yes, that's true, yeah.
How about the celebration and all those things? Like as a set, the people, the colleagues, right? They all are colleagues, and how do you like be with them, or like what would be the interaction with professionals and all those things?
Yeah, so it was great. It was actually Manoj sir and his wife Shabana who organized the Holi party, and it was kind of a nice way to bookend the Gulmohar experience. In fact, last year it was just after Holi that we started filming, so there had been a Holi party then as well, and this year we kind of concluded that week of release and promotions with a Holi party in his building. So he invited the cast and crew over and organized some amazing food. There was really good music. So we had a fun time dancing around, playing Holi. Yeah, it was really nice. It was nice to unwind after a week of, kind of hectic screenings and things like that. Yeah.
Actually, I have few questions, like maybe silly questions, but still, I prefer asking you, who's your favorite actor?
There are so many. I mean, I think Malayalam in particular, we are blessed with a lot of gifted actors. It's very hard to pick and name a few, but I think especially our character artists have been amazing. Tilakan sir is somebody that I really admire. Nedumudi Venu sir. Of course, all the major names also feature, like Mohanlal sir and Mammootty sir. All of them are like, very established people that, you don't need to pick a name. They're all automatically in your list of favorite actors to work with. And of course, we have a younger generation of actors as well who are doing really good work.
But whom would you pick? For example, Fahad or Dulkar?
Why would you put me in such a difficult position? It's
As far as your preferences are concerned, Malayalam, okay, we understood. Tamil, whom do you prefer? Like starting from the stars to new ones. Like you are a follower of Tamil cinema, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, there are some stupendous, talents in Tamil cinema as well. I would love an opportunity to work more in Tamil for sure. I've always admired Kamal Hassan sir's work. And again, like I said with Malayalam, there are lots of younger actors as well who are doing incredible work. I think Vijay Sethupathi sir has done some fantastic films, and yeah, the list is long. It's very difficult to pick out one or two and just go with it. But yeah, I think an opportunity to work more with the talent from different industries is definitely something I'm looking forward to.
At present, you are in a particular position where like you are ready to experiment things and all those things. Like after 10 years from now, how do you see yourself? Do you have any plans?
I don't actually. I don't look that far ahead. It's a kind of, especially in an industry like cinema. I mean, life is uncertain as it is. You never know. Like a 1 second can change things around. But especially in a profession like cinema, you have no way of predicting how things will go. It's a very uncertain space to be in. So I like to take things as they come along. I don't want to set myself a particular route as such. I just want to learn along the way.
When I was going through your profile, I saw that like you are an excellent, extraordinary pet lover. Huh?
Yeah, that's true. I love animals.
Animals, especially cats or what? Like
I have 2 dogs and I have 2 cats as well. They just live in 2 different houses.
normally people used to say if you ask them it's between cats or dogs, they always used to say the dogs. Like, but you have that 50-50 ratio. So what's so special
Yeah.
about?
What's special about cats? I love their independent nature. They are very no nonsense. They give you affection when they choose to give you affection, and they can't be messed around with. And I like that sort of streak of independence that cats display.
Coming back to Gulmohar, what do you think that your character had conveyed to the audience?
I think it was a very sweet love story that they kind of portrayed. There were a lot of silences. There was more unsaid than that was said in the equation between Reshma and Jeetu. But the other thing that it communicated really well is how within the ecosystem of a Delhi elite family, the house staff are as important as the family members. And how they have access to different spaces. I mean, Reshma, if you see, even when it's not her scene as such, she's there in the background, she's doing something. Family may be having important discussions, but she's still privy to those things. So she's definitely an important figure in the household in that sense. Is considered part and parcel of the family. And even when they're discussing moving out and going to Gurugram, she's still being taken along with the Batras. So I think it showed that sort of that relationship that the house staff have with the family.
Actually, after like hearing your answer, I just wanted to ask you, what is love according to Shanti?
I think love to me means being invested in somebody's well being. So I think that's a very broad definition I have. So it can encapsulate any form of love. So if you want somebody to do well and to be well and to be happy and content in their lives, then you're invested in that happening for them, then that means that you love them.
Like starting from the places, like you have been to London, you have studied there, everything you have like you have tried whatever, like whatever interests you, you had tried everything, right? What new that we can expect from Shanti in the coming years?
I'm just kind of in that space where I'm trying different things and I'd like to keep doing that all my life.
People prefer and all those things, right? What would be a morning drink, for example, just
Morning?
morning drink?
I'm not a huge tea or coffee lover. It's like not a routine thing, but sometimes I like having cardamom tea, but it's not like a routine.
How
What
about
I
your
do love is
breakfast?
idli.
Idli. So your breakfast love is idli, right?
Yeah, there's this place in Cochin that I frequent where they make amazing butter idli. So I really love going there for breakfast.
If suppose your fans are going to know that name, they are going to throng there, right?
Well, it's called Mysore Ramen Idli if anyone wants to know. But I mean, I've already posted about them several times because every time I go to the gym, it's almost like a ritual to go there afterwards. So I don't know. I think I wake up so that I go to the idli place, but in the middle of that, I go to the gym.
So guys who are in Cochin, if you want to meet Shanti, Ram and Idli, right?
Mysore Ramen Idli.
Mysore Raman Idli. You can definitely meet her. So normally, you know what, we people have the habit of getting up late and all those things, right? So it's like breakfast or brunch. Normally, what is the thing which you do?
If I'm being good and if I'm going to the gym, then it's breakfast.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, it's sometimes straight to lunch.
But generally, you are a gym freak. Huh?
No,
You
I'm
prefer?
not. I'm just pushing myself these days because, I don't know, I've been dealing with some health struggles and I'm just trying to just be better about looking after myself.
Generally, people like celebrities and all those people have a beautician or a dietitian to maintain their beauty. Without beautician and dietitian, how is that you're so beautiful? This is the question
Ah,
and doubt that I have.
wow. Thank you for the compliment, but I think I have to credit my parents. I think they gave me genes that work well and gained your appreciation. So I have nothing to do with it.
But do you believe in cheat days and all those things, or like no, like
I
prefer eating a
mean,
good meal and workout?
yeah, I mean, I if you have a restrictive diet, then it means that eh, you look forward to one day where you break all the rules. But I don't like to restrict myself like that because that doesn't
Mhm.
work for me. But I think everyone should figure what works for them and not follow like a random person who's like me saying something. I think everyone should do what is best for their health.
Veg or non-veg?
I eat both veg and non-veg. It depends. I really don't have one. I think vegetarian food can be really amazing. I just told you I love idli. But
Uh,
as a true blue Malayali, I think I also have grown up with non-vegetarian food at home. So I have my likes and my favorites there too.
Weirdest food that you had ate till now?
No, actually, I don't think I have had anything weird.
Generally, people, the food bloggers used to taste few things, right? Like crocodile meat and all those things, something like
Yeah,
that.
I haven't tried any of that. I just was thinking, have I? No, I haven't.
So, are you interested in all those things?
I mean, yeah, why not? If you're going to a new place and you're exploring a new culture, you should probably explore their cuisine as well. But I
Hmm.
haven't really been exposed to anything that outside my comfort zone.
On a random thinking, what do you expect from a guy?
Like I said, if you mean in a relationship, like in a romantic relationship, I think kindness. I think that's what is my major expectation from. I mean, that's an expectation you have. I have for every equation, but
Mhm.
a kind relationship is a relationship that has the potential to sustain itself.
Last and final thing, one
Mhm.
particular thing or one thing which you wanted to tell your fans or especially your male fans.
I'm just looking forward to doing more good work, and I hope you will enjoy the work that has come yet to come out. I'm excited about Sweet Card and Coffee, especially, and I look forward to sharing more of that with you.
As far as acting is concerned, you had done many theaters and all those things, right? So how theater is useful for you in acting, cinema?
I mean, I think as an actor, it's really helpful to explore different kinds of media. You can kind of develop your skills by doing plays, skills that you may not necessarily develop by playing characters on screen all the time. And these are skill sets that you can apply on either side, right? So if the more plays you do, the more you're refining your craft, because it takes a different sort of skill set, because once you start a play, there's no like retake or cut. You just have to be in the moment and stay in the moment and be the character throughout the duration of the play. And there's a sense of community that develops through the process of making a play, which is really nice for an actor. Like, no part is too small in a play. Every part is important, and that's a lesson that you carry with you even when you do a film, because every actor is doing their part to make the whole thing come alive. It just, I think, builds a lot of respect for the medium and for the craft.
A.R. Rahman had released an album for you, right? Like, what is it actually? Can you know more about that?
It was a music video which explored themes of memory, and it followed a character who's stuck between the space between life and death, and who's traveling across a special certain sensory memories that he's kind of preserved in that space. So it was really
So,
like a very experimental kind of video, and we're very, very glad and lucky that Rahman sir he liked the work and he kind of agreed to launch it for us.
did you have any interesting conversation with him?
I was very lucky to be part of a group of women filmmakers who attended a filmmaking workshop by Mohsen Makmalbaf, which was kind of organized by the AR Foundation. So that's how the whole association came by, and so he's always been encouraging of young female filmmakers. So when I showed him this work, he was very encouraging, and he really kind of went out of his way to help us get a good launch.
Talking about female directors and all those things, whom do you think is the best one?
That's like, I don't know how would anyone answer that question. I think there are lots. There's so many talented filmmakers. There are so many new people coming in every day. I've recently worked with Shalini, who won the National Award for Screenwriting for Surya Potra last year, Shalini Usha Devi. So I had the opportunity to work on her directorial recently, and that was a really wonderful experience for me. Sweet Karm Coffee has 3 episodes which have been directed by one of the writers, Swati Raghuraman, so that was also great. So I think there are lots of new talents coming in, as well as established female filmmakers in Hindi, and Zoya Akhtar. So there are, like, I think a lot of people who are doing really great work.
So, what's your preference as far as cinema is concerned? Commercial or art form, or a mixed one?
I would like to explore all sorts of formats.
Like, how do you identify yourself? You're an excellent actress, we all know that, and of course you write well. So how do you want to identify yourself over the years, like as an actress or a writer or as a filmmaker, or like
I
whatever?
don't think I want to box myself in any one particular identity. I just want to be a creative person who explores different genres and tries to learn along the way.
Great, Shanti. It was lovely and fun having you here. Thanks for your valuable time, and hope you enjoyed our interaction.
Yes, thank you very much for your time too.
Thank you.
Wisdom Wealth International School திருச்சி உலகின் தலைசிறந்த கல்லூரிகளில் பயில்வதற்கான பிரத்யேக பயிற்சி முறை மற்றும் பாடத்திட்டங்கள்.